Jiang Chen traveled to a different world and became a high school student in his third year. Transferred to become a D.rated swordsman and awakened the system. In the midst of a 100-fold increase, the growth rate was successful. Basic swordsmanship increases by 100 times basic swordsmanship. Pulling swordsmanship, sword chi vertical and horizontal amplification, sword chi crosses. 10,000 swords returned to sect. Is that really a swordsman? Why can his sword energy reach a terrifying 40 meters? He is definitely not a swordsman. His sword energy can automatically defend. What kind of ghost is true chi? Jiang Chen, who dares to say that swordsmen are garbage professions? Keywords of the novel. National job transfer, who dares to say swordsman is a garbage profession without a pop-up window? National job transfer, who dares to say swordsman is a garbage profession? Complete download of TXT, National job transfer, who dares to say swordsman is a garbage profession? Latest chapter reading. Chapter 1, National Job Transfer and System Launch. You are listening at Novel Full.audio. Chapter 1, National Job Transfer and System Launch. Longhua, Shihai City, Yancheng. Yancheng No. 1 Middle School. Class 3. Congratulations, classmates. After 3 years of studying, you are finally able to change jobs. This time, you will have the most important job transfer in your life. You all understand that professions can be roughly divided into 3 categories: melee, ranged, and auxiliary. Regardless of which profession, don't give up hope. Once you succeed in your job transfer, the future belongs to you. Classroom director Wang Meng tirelessly organized the sports meeting for the students. In the classroom, students all had excited eyes and fantasized about being able to transfer to a powerful profession. Jiang Chen is the same. Jiang Chen has been here for 3 years and has accepted the reality that this world is completely different from Blue Star. About 300 years ago, a crack suddenly appeared in the world, giving rise to countless monsters and monsters that trampled on cities. The population has decreased from 10 billion to 2 billion. The human race is facing a catastrophic disaster. 200 years ago, the human race awakened and could protect their homeland by changing jobs, completing dungeons, upgrading and fighting monsters, gaining experience, and enhancing strength. After graduating from the 3rd year of high school, there will be job transfers, which can be roughly divided into 3 categories: main combat professions, auxiliary professions, and life professions. As the name suggests, the main combat profession is a warrior, knight, paladin who charges forward. Auxiliary professions: mage, assassin, pastor, archer. Career: farmer, blacksmith, chef, tailor. There are some powerful hidden professions among them. There are also good and bad professions. SS, S, A, B, C, D. The main battle profession has naturally become a sought-after opportunity, and of course, the main battle profession cannot do without auxiliary professions. After all, warriors with priests are the strongest warriors. Not only can they heal but also enhance their combat effectiveness. There are also powerful magicians who release magic behind them, and having powerful assistants is indispensable. Life-related professions are relatively inferior, but the safety of life-related professions is the highest. Life-related professions do not require going to the battlefield or taking dungeons to enhance their strength. Jiang Chen felt uneasy in his heart. This is the most important job transfer in life, and also the only one in life, just like taking the college entrance examination on Blue Star, which determines one's destiny. Jiang Chen doesn't know what profession he will switch to. Firstly, his physique is not strong. With a height of 1.75 meters, he is considered average in the entire middle school. It is a bit difficult for him to switch to a main combat profession. Assistance. It's also possible to become a qualified dad and provide protection for teammates, but dad doesn't have much attacking power and can only rely on teammates for protection, which is not what Jiang Chen wants to see. How can one hand over one's own life to others? Life-related. There is no danger at all, but one can only be ordinary for a lifetime and can only become a worker. Of course, if one has high talent, they can also become a god level and receive respect, but it is just respect. In this world where strength is paramount, strength is the key. Main battle. Quite dangerous. Assistance. Rely on teammates for protection. Life. A working person. Jiang Chen, what profession do you want to transfer to? The question is about Jiang Chen's close friend Wang Gang, whose motto is Fat Man. Jiang Chen shook his head and said, "This is not something we can decide." That's not necessarily true. You have a good physique and are likely to switch to the warrior profession. I also want to switch to the warrior profession, so we can charge forward together. Jiang Chen glanced blankly and said in his heart, "Big brother, you are so fat, can you run? When you meet a monster, don't be scared to wet your pants." What kind of eyes do you look down on me, don't you? I'm not looking down on you, I'm looking down on you. So many people look down on me, you're not the only one. Wang Pengzi doesn't care at all. Jiang Chen was speechless for a moment. With a squeak, a transfer teacher walked into the classroom with a crystal ball. "Teacher Wang, let's start." Wang Meng nodded and said, "Students who have read their names now, please come on stage to take the test. Make it public." A classmate came on stage, feeling extremely excited. The transfer teacher smiled and said, "Don't be nervous, maintain a calm mindset, and touch this crystal ball with your hands." Jiang Chen knows that this is a transferred teacher. Crystal ball can transfer positions according to its own conditions. For example, students who are around 2 meters tall have a high probability of transitioning to become warriors, knights, paladins, or even dragon knights, depending on their own conditions. For example, for women, most of them are auxiliary professions. Pastors, magicians, and archers. Countless classmates eagerly watched Zhang Yang. The homeroom teacher also watched Zhang Yang's classmates. Proudly touched the crystal ball. A burst of white light flashed by. Transfer teacher. Life-related profession. Blacksmith. Zhang Yang was greatly disappointed. He had originally intended to become a warrior charging forward, but unfortunately, things didn't go as planned and he had to turn around and become a blacksmith. The homeroom teacher comforted him forcefully, "Don't lose heart. There are only people with trash in the world, and there are no professions with trash. When you become a god-level blacksmith, it will be up to you to build the equipment for your classmates." Zhang Yang nodded and said, "Thank you, teacher." Wang Pengzi whispered, "The homeroom teacher is really good at comforting people. If a blacksmith wants to become a god, he relies on countless equipment and rolled sleeves to pile up. It's useless to show off." Jiang Chen knew that Wang Pengzi was right. When completing dungeons, equipment sleeves often appear. If these equipment sleeves are weapons, they need to be crafted by blacksmiths. These equipment sleeves are often exquisite, and no one would be foolish enough to give them to a completely inexperienced blacksmith for crafting. So if you want to become a god-level blacksmith, you have to rely on money to pile up and gain proficiency through countless experiences. If you don't have money, it will be completely useless. Li Yang. Another classmate came on stage. Li Yang, farmer. Jiang Chen felt a thump in his heart. It's a lifestyle profession again. Will he also specialize in becoming a lifestyle profession? At this moment, Jiang Chen was particularly worried. Next, Murong Shui. There was a commotion downstairs. The goddess has taken the stage. She scored first in the written test and is likely to switch to a hidden profession. That's not necessarily true. Sometimes being the top scorer doesn't necessarily mean anything, it could also be a common type of profession. Among the top 10 candidates in the written test, 80% of them will switch careers to become top-level professions, and there is a probability that 1% will switch careers to become hidden professions. Murong Shui most wants to change jobs and become an archer. It's starting. Murong Shui clenched her fist and felt a burst of white light enter her body. The transfer teacher looked at Murong Shui with excitement in his eyes and said, "It's actually a hidden profession, a light archer, with an A.level rating." Murong Shui was overjoyed in her heart. Finally transferred to become an archer. Still hiding profession. Light archer. The classmates looked excited. This is a light archer, a powerful hidden profession. Great, our third class finally has hidden professions. Murong Shui deserves to be ranked first. The goddess is too powerful, and there is a high possibility that she will be accepted as a student by the Dragon Theological Academy. That's not necessarily the case. The conditions at Dragon God Academy are very strict, at least at level 15 or above to become a student, and there must be an assessment. I don't know if Murong Shui can enter it. Murong Shui became a hidden profession and became a light archer, which immediately sparked discussions among classmates. Countless students cast envious glances. Instantly became a dazzling star. The future is boundless. Wang Pengzi didn't care at all and said, "What's there to be proud of? Is it just a light archer?" Occupations are generally divided into 5 major categories: metal, wood, water, fire, and earth. Among them, there are hidden professions, such as light, darkness, space, and wind, and hidden professions are better than the 5 major series. Jiang Chen glanced and said, "Even if you can't eat grapes, they say they are sour." Jiang Chen looked envious. "I don't care if I can eat grapes, they are all sour." After a minute and a second, many students came on stage again. Next, Jiang Chen. Jiang Chen took a deep breath and took the stage. After waiting for 3 years, this moment has finally arrived. Ding, sensing that the host is about to transfer jobs, the system is starting. End of this chapter. Chapter 2, starting with 100-fold increase, sword chi of 40 meters. You are listening at novelfull.audio. Chapter 2, starting with 100-fold increase, sword chi of 40 meters. Jiang Chen was stunned. The system will be late, but will never be absent. Jiang Chen stood on the stage, feeling a burst of white light. The transfer teacher looked at Jiang Chen with a disappointed expression and said, "Swordsman, evaluate D level, next one." Jiang Chen was greatly disappointed. "Is it just a D level? System, can you explain to me why it's a D level professional swordsman? Starting with 100-fold increase, completed. 100-fold increase. What does this mean?" Next, Wang Gang. Wang Gang was extremely excited and walked up at a pace that he didn't recognize, touching the crystal ball with his hands. Successfully transferred. Paladin, rated a level. Wang Meng smiled and said, "Go down." Oh. Classmates all cast envious glances, and Wang Gang looked at Jiang Chen proudly and said, "I have successfully transferred my job. I am still an A-level paladin, amazing." Jiang Chen doesn't have that kind of congratulations in mind. My heart is calling for the system. The result was completely unresponsive. Is the system fake? Just a fantasy? Jiang Chen looked at Wang Fatty and realized that he was actually an A-level paladin. It shouldn't be that. This guy can't be cheating, can he? My face and figure are 100 times better than this chubby guy. As a beautiful man, I can't compare to a chubby guy. How could one's profession not even compare to being fat? It's really terrible. Jiang Chen looked at the students who had not successfully transferred jobs and felt a bit balanced in his heart. Transferring jobs is not 100% successful. The success rate is approximately 50%, with 30% being auxiliary professions that are completely non-aggressive, such as farmers, blacksmiths, tailors, and doctors, and swordsmen are at least swordsmen, but they are rated as D. level in professional evaluations, which is the most useless melee profession. Wang Gang looked at Jiang Chen's strange gaze with a smug expression on his face and said, "Little brother, follow me from now on, and I will take you to upgrade. Jiang Chen said, just upgrade our two professions. Isn't that just seeking death? You're holding a sword, I'm holding a sword, foolishly attacking monsters. I have a shield. Having a shield is useless, how many times can you resist it? It's okay, brother is an A-level profession. If you find another wet nurse to follow behind, it's okay. The key is that the wet nurse needs to be interested in me. Now wet nurses are very popular. Why is it said that the professional evaluation of swordsmen is so low? Swordsmen are in a full attack form and have no defensive power, which is much lower than knights. Knights are a profession that can hold shields, defend, attack, and have both offensive and defensive abilities. Swordsmen are not good, they rely on sensitivity. Swordsmen's attack power is not comparable to knights, and their sensitivity is not comparable to assassins, which is why they are evaluated so low. Wang Gang smiled and said, by the way, what skill are you? I have a skill called Holy Light Guardian, which can quickly release a shield and increase defense by 50%. This skill is amazing. Jiang Chen forgot. After a successful job transfer, you will receive your own exclusive badge, which will spawn new skills. After successful job transfers, they will all have a panel and also gain the ability to wear equipment. They can gain experience points and improve their abilities by killing monsters. The basic attributes are physique, strength, agility, and spirit. As the height of the level increases, the basic attributes will also increase. Jiang Chen quickly checked the panel. Name. Jiang Chen, occupation. Swordsman, level. 1, experience. 0/100 constitution. 5, power. 5, spirit. 6, agile. 5, equipment. None, space. 5, skills. Basic swordsmanship. Concentrate your entire body's internal strength, shoot a sword light forward, attack the enemy at a distance of 40 centimeters, and spend 1 MP for 3 seconds of concentrated strength. Basic steps. In a short period of time, improve your agility, dodge enemy attacks, last for 5 seconds, and consume 1 MP. Just these two. The profession of garbage, the skills of garbage. Jiang Chen's lighting skill. In the 100-fold increase, the increase was successful. Is this my golden finger? 100-fold increase. Jiang Chen checked his skills again. Basic swordsmanship. Concentrate all body strength, shoot a sword flash forward, attack the enemy at a distance of 40 meters, concentrate strength for 0.03 seconds, and consume 1 MP. Shocked, only shocked. Monster, I allow you to run 39 meters first. My 40-meter sword energy is already unbearable due to hunger and thirst. This directly increases the distance by 100 times. Increased attack power by 100 times. Jiang Chen was completely dumbfounded. Jiang Chen illuminates another skill. The system amplification is successful. Basic steps. In a short period of time, improve your agility, dodge enemy attacks, last for 500 seconds, and consume 1 MP. 500 seconds, what is this concept? This is only 8 minutes. After a battle, where does it take 8 minutes, it only takes a few tens of seconds to end the battle. Jiang Chen finally understood what a 100-fold increase is, standing at the top of the throne from birth, who is still my opponent. Jiang Chen forcefully suppressed the impulse in his heart. Wang Gang took out his phone and searched online, excitedly saying, this skill book is amazing, sanctioned by the Holy Light. Jiang Chen glanced and said, Holy Light sanctions. When Holy Light attacks enemies, there is a certain chance to stun them. Priced at 50,000 gold coins. Wang Gang excitedly said, do you see that? This skill has a chance to stun enemies. Is it awesome? I'm planning to purchase this skill. It's really quite impressive. As for you, you're not planning to purchase a skill book. You should know that if we successfully switch jobs, besides the skills of the profession itself, we can also learn 2 additional skills. Jiang Chen quickly took out his phone. 100-fold increase, I don't know what skills there are. Swordsmanship. Concentrate a sword aura, surround it, and actively attack the enemy for 1 minute. Wait a moment. Let the bullet fly for a while. If there is 100-fold increase, it would be 100 sword chi, surrounding the enemy and actively attacking them for a duration of 100 minutes. Isn't that a case of 10,000 swords returning to the sect? Jiang Chen looked at the price. 30,000 yuan. Still acceptable. Jiang Chen quickly placed the order. Order placed successfully. Jiang Chen looked at other skills again, and there is 1 skill. Before the second round, you cannot be careless and must choose carefully. Now that we have attack power and speed, what are we missing? Spiritual power. When using skills, it will consume a certain amount of mental energy. Once there is no mental energy, the skills cannot be used. So the most important thing is the skill book for restoring mental health. And once there is a skill book for restoring spirits, there is no need for a pastor. After Jiang Chen figured out the key points, he immediately searched for a skill book about restoring mental power. Soon, a swordsman's skill book appears on it. Passive skill, meditation. Within 10 seconds, stand still and slowly restore your mental power, with a recovery value of 1 point. This passive skill book looks like garbage. Standing still for 10 seconds can restore 1 point of mental power. Just a little spiritual strength. For other professions, this is optional. 1 point of mental strength is completely insufficient. And it will take another 10 seconds. But with 100-fold increase, it's different. Within 0.1 seconds, stand still and quickly restore your mental strength, with a recovery value of 1 point. What is the concept of 0.1 second? That's completely done in an instant. This passive skill book is trash for other professions, but for Jiang Chen, it is a treasure. The price is 5,000. Good conscience price. Order completed. Wang Gang looked at this admiration with confusion. What are you buying this thing for? With a priest helping you restore your mental power, this passive skill book is completely useless. You are completely wasting an active skill. This thing is useful to me. What's the point? You can stand still for 10 seconds. What if a warcraft attacks you? You're still standing there foolishly. Hee. Restore mental power, no need for money, this can save a lot of spiritual medicine. Wang Gang. Research System, end of this chapter. Chapter 3, Swordsman comparable to SS level professions. You are listening at novelfull.audio. Chapter 3, Swordsman comparable to SS level professions. Does it take 10 seconds to recover a bit, and a minute to recover 6 points? This is simply a garbage passive skill book. Thank you for looking up to it. Wang Gang didn't want to waste his saliva anymore. If we succeed in our job transfer, we will definitely go out for training. The school has a dedicated place for us to prepare for training. Will you go or not? I'll talk about it then. In order to help students improve their grades as soon as possible, schools have specialized training areas, and there are several schools in Yancheng. At least hundreds of people. If these people gather together, there are more people than monsters. Besides these, there is another place to experience, which is the suburbs. But the monsters in the suburbs are exceptionally powerful, all of which possess a certain level of intelligence and are extremely dangerous. Jiang Chen knows that many powerful students will be protected by their families and trained by their members. It's like a priest in his 20s leading a beginner, giving a holy light guardian and a skill to increase combat power, which is to take off directly. If you want to improve your strength as soon as possible, you can only go to the suburbs to experience. There are still 7 days left, and after that, the assessment will begin. The entire university will search for students with higher levels, and the higher the level, the easier it is to enter a good university for training. Besides level, it also depends on what profession. Hidden professions are more favored by higher education institutions. This is similar to the principle of Blue Star going to university. If you score high, you will naturally be able to enter Tsinghua and Peking University. A low score means a regular college. I finally managed to get through school. Jiang Chen couldn't wait to rush home. Murong Shui looked at Jiang Chen's figure with complex eyes. Jiang Chen is handsome, but unfortunately he is only a D-level swordsman, far from being compared to you. Murong Shui, you are destined not to be from the same world. Murong Shui's face turned red and she said, "What are you saying?" I didn't look at him. Come on, it's normal for you, the school flower, to like school grass. If it's an A-level profession, it's a perfect match for you. Murong Shui turned her head and gave a white look. Nangong Shui, go ahead. Nangong Shui chuckled and said, "Did I hit the nail on the head? Why don't I just catch up and confront him and let him invade your family? Get lost. Don't be angry, I'm just saying it. Even if you agree, your parents won't agree. You're just an archer, comparable to an S-level profession. How could you find an ordinary person?" The two of them were chatting and joking. "Shui, you're also here. Congratulations on changing your job to become an archer or hiding your profession as a light archer." Murong Shui turned her head and saw Zhao Guangqiang. Zhao Guangqiang likes Murong Shui, and the whole school knows it, but Murong Shui doesn't even care about Zhao Guangqiang. Li Shui said coldly, "Shui, did you call me? Our relationship isn't that good. Call me by my full name, my name is Murong Shui." Zhao Guangqiang smiled and said, "I have now transferred to become a swordsman. Like you, I have an A-level rating and a hidden profession. If we team up, we will definitely be able to get into top universities." In Zhao Guangqiang's view, in the past, Murong Shui ignored him mainly because he had not yet awakened. But now it's different. Zhao Guangqiang has also awakened his hidden profession and is a powerful swordsman who believes he can win the favor of Murong Shui. Team up, completely uninterested. After Murong Shui finished speaking, she turned around and left, completely ignoring Zhao Guangqiang's awkward expression. Zhao Guangqiang's face turned cold and he said, "What are you dragging? Isn't it just a light archer? I'm also a hidden professional swordsman. I don't believe that I can't get you with my qualifications. One day, I will make you submit to my feet." Jiang Chen returned home. Dong 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 dong. Jiang Chen opened the door. "Hello, is this Jiang Chen?" "I am. This is your package, please sign for it." Jiang Chen looked excited and said, "Thank you." Jiang Chen closed the door and eagerly opened the package, looking at the two skill books on it, one active skill and the other passive skill. Jiang Chen touched two skill books in his hand. "Do you want to learn skills learning?" "I have learned Sword Qi Zongheng in the 100-fold increase, the increase was successful swordsmanship. Concentrate 100 sword energies, surround them, and actively attack the enemy for a duration of 100 minutes. Jiang Chen looked at the skill introduction. "Huh, it's true. It's 100-fold increase, and 100 sword energies surround oneself. That's why 10,000 swords return to the sect. And the duration is 100 minutes. What is this concept? It's like a cow pushing me to my grandmother's house. I have learned meditation, among the 100-fold increase, the increase has been successful. Passive skill meditation. Within 0.1 seconds, stand still and slowly restore your mental power, with a recovery value of 1 point. Sure enough, it's exactly what Jiang Chen thought. In 0.1 seconds, Jiang Chen regained some mental strength. Although it was only 1 point, it was completely enough. His current mental strength is only 5 points. Even after using up the spiritual power, it can recover within 0.5 seconds. This is simply an endless MP. Jiang Chen looked at the panel. Name. Jiang Chen, occupation. Swordsman, level. 1, experience. 0/100 constitution. 5 power. 5 spirit. 6 agile. 5 equipment. None space. 5 skills. Basic swordsmanship. Concentrate your entire body's internal strength, shoot a sword light forward, attack the enemy at a distance of 40 meters, concentrate strength for 0.3 seconds, and consume 1 MP. Basic steps. In a short period of time, improve your agility, dodge enemy attacks, last for 500 seconds, and consume 1 MP. Swordsmanship. Condenses 100 sword chi, surrounds it, actively attacks enemies, lasts for 100 minutes, attacks at a frequency of 0.1 seconds, and consumes MP2 passive skill meditation. Within 0.1 seconds, stand still and slowly restore your mental power, with a recovery value of 1. The first skill is equivalent to a solo skill, emitting sword energy that can even reach 40 meters. What is the concept of allowing enemies to run 39 meters? The second skill is the dodge skill, which can evade enemy attacks. The third one is also considered a passive attack skill. Once a few or even dozens of warcraft besiege, you can use sword energy to move freely, and the attack frequency has also increased by 100 times. Originally, it was only an attack every 10 seconds. After increasing by 100 times, it would be an attack every 0.1 seconds. What is this concept? If an enemy can withstand 100 attacks in 0.1 seconds. This, the fourth one, goes without saying. After improvement, it is completely infinite blue. At this moment, the phone rings. Jiang Chen looked at the number. This is the old lady's phone number. The shadow assassin with an S rating, thinking of this old lady, made Jiang Chen's spine feel cold. Hello, the number you dialed is currently in progress. Please try calling again later. Stinky kid, are you itching? Don't argue with me. My bank account is missing tens of thousands of yuan. Did you change jobs? I can't hide anything from you, sister. What profession? Swordsman. D.level occupation. It seems so. Don't wander around, my sister will take care of you from now on, so stay at home and be honest. Are you trying to stop a top swordsman from growing? You want to stop me, but you can never stop a swordsman with a dream. I am the future sword god. Don't talk nonsense, it's very dangerous outside. You're a D.level garbage swordsman, what's there to show off about? Don't look down on people, there are only trash people in this world, and there is no profession for trash. Actually, I want to tell you that your profession is garbage, and your people are even more garbage. By relying on don't be so honest in life. On the other end of the phone, he said, why, I'm calling your dear brother again. Alright, let's not talk anymore. My roommate is back. Remember my sister's words, otherwise I'll come back and peel your skin. Jiang Chen looked at the phone, who do you look down on? Isn't it the top-tier academic institution, the Divine Dragon? I can also go in. End of this chapter. Chapter 4, Go to the Wild to upgrade your level. You are listening at novelfull.audio. Chapter 4, Go to the Wild to upgrade your level. Jiang Chen's family only has this sister, although she is not biological, she is even lighter than her own. As for parents. What kind of bicycle do you need when your parents offer sacrifices to heaven, with boundless power? Shadow Assassin is very powerful and also a hidden profession. He is invincible in the dark and can assassinate enemies unnoticed. Ding 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 ding. Jiang Chen looked at his phone and saw the battle group of class 3 in high school. After looking at the list above, there are all students who have switched to combat types, including Jiang Chen. There are a total of 10 people in it, including 2 A.level hidden professions, Murong Shui and Wang Gang. There are over 60 students in the class, only 10 of whom have combat professions. The rest are either students who have not changed jobs or have life-related professions. Life-related professions do not need to go out to fight monsters and upgrade, as their skills have no combat ability at all. The homeroom teacher sent a message. Everyone has joined the group. In 7 days, the school will hold a trial, and you will know which school you will be admitted to. So within 7 days, I hope everyone will work hard to cultivate and strive to reach level 10 or above. Only when they reach level 10 can they have the opportunity to enter top colleges. For this, the principal has arranged auxiliary teachers for you to grow quickly, located on the Qingtu grassland. Please participate. Jiang Chen looked at the information. As long as you pass the job transfer and become a combat-type profession, there will be teachers assisting you in leveling up, striving to quickly improve your strength within 7 days. It is also to exercise the practical skills of students in the field. For civilians, this is indeed good. But there are also very few teachers, not 1-on-point-1 training, but 5 students forming a team, and the teacher guiding them on how to fight. 5 classmates forming a team means sharing the experience. Jiang Chen doesn't want to expose it in advance, let alone share his experience. Jiang Chen continued to look at the information. The homeroom teacher continued, those students who want to move freely, please give their names. Murong Shui. Teacher, I am free to move around. Wang Gang. Teacher, I am free to move around. Jiang Chen looked at the information from the 2 of them. Murong Shui is a member of the Murong family, and there must be someone strong to assist her in getting through the beginner phase. Wang Gang is even more different. He is the nephew of the homeroom teacher, and he doesn't know how to participate in school-organized activities. People from families simply disdain to participate in such activities. Jiang Chen quickly turned his fingers and said, Teacher, I can move freely. Class teacher. Are you sure, Jiang Chen? The assessment will take place in 7 days. If you want to be admitted to a good university, you must be at least level 10. Can you improve by level 10 within 7 days? Jiang Chen. Don't worry, teacher, I have a sense of propriety. Class teacher. Okay, be careful yourself. Jiang Chen. Thank you for the teacher's reminder. Inside the villa. Murong Shui looked at the information with confusion in her heart. Why is Jiang Chen free to move around? He only has one older sister in his family, who is an S-level shadow assassin. However, she is currently at the Divine Dragon Academy, the top academy in the entire Dragon Kingdom. Are you prepared to give up on yourself? Although swordsman is a D-level profession, he is much better than his classmates who have not changed jobs, and much better than his life profession. Murong Shui picked up her phone. Jiang Chen opened his computer and searched for a new map. Ding ding, you have a friend request. Jiang Chen looked at it and opened it, Murong Shui. What is this goddess doing with me? Agree, Murong Shui said, Jiang Chen, why do you want to move freely? Do you have a mentor to guide you? Jiang Chen. No, I'm going to the wilderness to try it out myself. Murong Shui said, going to the wilderness for trials on your own is very dangerous. Many students, after changing jobs, want to go and try it out in person. It's better to train with an auxiliary teacher so that there is no danger. Jiang Chen. What? Why did this goddess suddenly care about me? This is a bit inexplicable. Jiang Chen replied, thank you for your concern. I have a sense of propriety. Be careful then. Jiang Chen put his phone aside, he doesn't have the mood to chat with the goddess now. Jiang Chen is checking on the computer where the beginners are training. The next morning. Jiang Chen went to Yancheng Professional Guild. This is the gathering place for professionals in Yancheng, as well as the place for trading, entrusting tasks, accepting tasks, and transmitting through formations. Every day, many professionals come and go from here, and it's overcrowded. In the living room, various professionals gather. There are orc warriors who bare their upper bodies, carry battle axes, and display strong muscles, while there are also archers like elves, carrying bows and arrows, and carrying short swords. There are also magicians wearing robes and holding staff, as well as priests carrying crosses. There are also summoners carrying pets. These are all powerful professionals who have crossed the novice stage. Jiang Chen looked at these professionals with envy and wondered when they could also cross the novice stage like them. "Rookie, give way." Jiang Chen turned around and saw a plump young woman smiling at him. Jiang Chen made way for a distance. The woman's name is Murong Yi, she is an archer, followed by several powerful warriors. Several soldiers followed behind Murong Yi and entered the hall. Murong Yi turned around and glanced at Jiang Chen. The other teammates chuckled. "Captain, are you interested in this kid? Don't mention it, this kid is quite handsome. It would be great if he were kept at home. He's really handsome, otherwise the captain wouldn't have turned around to take a look. He should be a newly graduated student. Shouldn't he follow the assistant teacher to learn? Why did he come here alone? This is just like how I used to be. I thought I had a successful job transfer and wanted to showcase my abilities. Unfortunately, wild monsters are not easy to kill. I'm sure he would be scared and wet his pants when he enters the wild. Haha. I think we also came here this way back then." A few people chatted happily, without even considering Jiang Chen as a novice. Jiang Chen continued to move forward, following behind Murong Yi and the others. Jiang Chen's goal was to teleport into the wilderness, kill monsters, and enhance his strength, just like them. Passing through the living room, we arrived at the ticket office. Jiang Chen lined up and said, "Could you please give me a teleportation ticket to the Tatan's Hills, sister? Please wait, the price is 1,000. This is the teleportation ticket. Thank you." Jiang Chen entered the teleportation altar along the channel. The location is indicated next to it. Tatan's Hills. This is Jiang Chen's destination. There are many runes carved on the altar, which are teleportation arrays that can teleport to places hundreds or thousands of kilometers away. Two people next to them were directing professionals into groups of 3 or 5 as they entered the altar. Jiang Chen handed over his ticket and also entered, standing on the altar, feeling extremely excited. With a flash of white light, the teleportation array opens. Jiang Chen felt his body plummet rapidly, his entire body falling to the ground. The people around looked at Jiang Chen curiously. Jiang Chen looked embarrassed and quickly got up to tidy up his clothes. This must be a new student. I really don't know what to do, I dare to come to the Tatan's Hills alone. I bet if he sees a monster, he will probably be scared and wet his pants. Murong Yi smiled and said, "You are not people of that age yet. What qualifications do you have to say about others? At least they dare to go out alone. Isn't this courage worthy of your praise? Murong Yi, you probably have taken a liking to this little guy. This little guy is quite handsome. It's a pity to die in the wilderness. Hee hee. Be careful, classmate. The one standing next to you is a black widow, be careful not to eat you." Murong Yi angrily said, "Get out of here." A few people laughed heartily and turned around to leave. It is obvious that they know the plump woman in front of them. End of this chapter. Chapter 5, One Sword Flash Kill. You are listening at novelfull.audio. Chapter 5, One Sword Flash Kill. Murong Yi looked at Jiang Chen and said, "Did you just successfully change jobs? Why didn't you participate in activities with the school teachers? I remember graduates have auxiliary teachers to help you improve your level and get through the beginner phase. I want to go out and experience it on my own." Murong Yi nodded, as she thought. Young people are like this, thinking that their successful job transfer is very impressive. They go out alone to see monsters, but many people are scared and shrink back. Some people even wet their pants in fear. This is still simple. There are beginners who directly bury their lives. Every year, there are students like this who are arrogant and do not accept anyone, ultimately falling and dying. What profession are you? Murong-yi asked with a smile, swordsman. Murong-yi looked shocked, thinking it was an A.level profession, and at worst, a B.level profession. The result was only a D.level professional swordsman. Who gave you the courage to come out and experience alone? Murong-yi couldn't bear it and said, "All right, you follow us and I'll take you to see the monsters outside, so that you don't die at their hands. If you're afraid, go back." Jiang Chen shook his head and said, "Thank you, I have the ability to protect myself." After Jiang Chen finished speaking, he left with a long tail. This kid really doesn't know where to go, he thinks he's really amazing. D.level swordsman. How dare you go out alone in such a useless profession? It's very likely that this guy will die outside. Captain, don't worry about him anymore. Murong-yi shook her head and sighed, it's a pity to look so handsome. Jiang Chen walked out of the teleportation altar. Taiten's Hills. This is a small town built of bluestone, where many professionals gather in groups of 3 or 2. A level 10 priest, go to the secret realm of the Taiten's Hills. Take a meat shield profession, warriors and knights can do it, swordsmen get lost. A magician, preferably an ice-type magician, with a level requirement of level 20 or above. Jiang Chen glanced at them. These are all individual professionals who choose to huddle together for warmth and team up to experience on the battlefield. These individual professionals have no team and no trust foundation at all. It is very likely that if equipment is released midway, they will calculate with each other. Jiang Chen walked towards the east. Surrounding the Taiten's Hills are monsters at levels 1 to 10, which is perfect for Jiang Chen to level up. Jiang Chen took a deep breath and walked out of the town of Taiten's Hills. Jiang Chen quickly met 5 people. At first glance, these 5 people were freshmen, just like Jiang Chen, who had not participated in the school's training, with a pastor assisting them. The knight activated the defense shield and pushed it up. The priest will release skills later, including defense skills, combat skills, and recovery skills. The magician releases the fireball spell from behind. Speed should be fast, don't grind and chatter, cooperate with each other. Jiang Chen looked at the monster. Magic Scarecrow, Level 1. HP, 91/100, Physical Attack Power. 10.25, Physical Defense. 2.12 Magic Defense. 0.6 Introduction. Despite being a scarecrow, its attack power is very strong, and the only thing it fears is fire. This demonized scarecrow, like a human, belongs to a humanoid monster, emitting black all over, with hollow and lifeless eyes, looking very terrifying. Jiang Chen exclaimed in surprise. The physical attack power of this demonized scarecrow is very strong. It is still a level 1 demonized scarecrow, with a maximum physical attack power of 25. It can kill oneself in 2 or 3 attacks. A fireball spell hits over. 23. The magician exclaimed excitedly, I hit it. Continue to attack, don't stop. The knight must resist and not let it attack the magician. You are a meat shield, and you must protect your teammates. The pastor is directing beside. A brave warrior next to him looked at Jiang Chen. It seems that this is also a new student, but why doesn't this student have a strong career guard? It seems that he is a new student without a background and wants to come out alone to experience. Jiang Chen turned around and left. Jiang Chen understands that this new student either has a background or money, so he needs someone to protect him from the novice phase. In the beginner base, there are many new students who have arguments. Either you're taking my monster, or I'm taking your monster. Jiang Chen smiled and turned to leave. Jiang Chen didn't want to compete with these new students for monsters, so he found a secluded path to leave. Soon, there were fewer and fewer professionals. Jiang Chen continued to walk and finally discovered the monster. Magic Scarecrow, Level 1. HP, 100/100, Physical Attack Power. 10.25, Physical Defense. 2.12 Magic Defense. 0.6 So let's try your skills. Jiang Chen took a deep breath and walked towards the scarecrow. 100 meters, 70 meters, 30 meters, Jiang Chen stopped and looked at the demonized scarecrow. According to online records, the safe distance for the demonized scarecrow is 10 meters. Once within 10 meters, it will be detected, triggering a scarecrow attack. Jiang Chen held the short sword in his right hand. Slash casually. Prickle, a sword flash ignited from the short sword, and a white light flashed. The scarecrow split in half, emitting countless black energies from his body. Experience +10 Jiang Chen was stunned. Flash sailed, one sword flash killed. This is the effect after 100-fold increase, not only increasing the range by 100 times, but also increasing the attack power by 100 times. This feeling should not be too pleasant. It's too strong. Who would have thought that a demonized scarecrow who had to be teamed up with 5 people to kill would be instantly killed by a D-level swordsman, at a distance of 30 meters? What kind of melee profession is this and that? This is clearly a long-range profession. Even if a magician casts magic, there is a distance limit, and the distance is generally within 15 meters, which means that if it exceeds 15 meters, the magic attack will be invalidated. After a 100-fold increase, transform melee professions into long-range professions. Just now, this sword consumed some mental energy. But in the blink of an eye, it recovered. Jiang Chen looked at the panel. Name. Jiang Chen, Occupation. Swordsman, Level 0, Experience. 10/100 Constitution. 5 Power. 5 Spirit. 6 Agile. 5 Equipment. Short sword, white space. 5 Skills. Basic swordsmanship. Concentrate your entire body's internal strength, shoot a sword light forward, attack the enemy at a distance of 40 meters, concentrate strength for 0.3 seconds, and consume 1 MP. Basic steps. In a short period of time, improve your agility, dodge enemy attacks, last for 500 seconds, and consume 1 MP. Swordsmanship. Condenses 100 sword chi, surrounds it, actively attacks enemies, lasts for 100 minutes, attacks at a frequency of 0.1 seconds, and consumes MP2 passive skill meditation. Within 0.1 seconds, stand still and slowly restore your mental power, with a recovery value of 1 point experience points increased by 10 kill 9 more scarecrows to upgrade. If it's a team of 5 people, you can only share 2 experience points and have to kill 50 scarecrows to level up. Nowadays, single kill is not only fast, but also has more experience points. Jiang Chen thought for a moment and continued to hunt monsters and test new skills. Try the basic pace. Whoosh! I saw a figure drifting by and running quickly ahead. End of this chapter. Chapter 6, Experience of Walking Harvester. You are listening at novelfull.audio. Chapter 6, Experience of Walking Harvester. Other professionals looked at Jiang Chen's figure one after another. Who was the person who ran over just now? Why is this speed so fast? Such a fast speed, it should be a professional assassin or an archer, only their speed can make us invisible. This is not right either. If it were an assassin, they wouldn't waste their mental energy in vain. How do I feel like his figure is like a new student? Jiang Chen walked over and happened to pass by a nearby team, which was dumbfounded. I only saw the remnants running past. Nima, this speed is no different from a car at 100 yards, is this the strength of a 100-fold increase? too strong. Watching the demonized scarecrow appear ahead, Jiang Chen unleashed his vertical and horizontal sword energy. 100 sword chi appeared around Jiang Chen, rapidly rotating for 100 minutes with an attack frequency of 0.1 seconds. Jiang Chen rushed towards the demonized scarecrow. 100 meters, 50 meters, 30 meters, 10 meters, the demonized scarecrow felt danger and turned to look at Jiang Chen. Just as he was about to charge towards Jiang Chen had already reached the demonized scarecrow. At a distance of 2 meters, Sword Chi takes the initiative to attack. Brushing brush, the demonized scarecrow instantly shattered into pieces. Experience +10 at a distance of 2 meters, actively attack and be invincible in close combat. The Sword Chi vertical and horizontal skill was originally just a Sword Chi, with a frequency of attacking once every 10 seconds. After increasing by 100 times, it becomes 100 Sword Chi, and the attack frequency has changed to attacking once every 0.1 seconds. It has increased by 100 times. This skill is amazing. Jiang Chen pondered, first of all, 100-fold increase is not a comprehensive increase. The first skill is basic swordsmanship, which increases attack distance by 100 times and attack power by 100 times, while shortening the time from the original 3 seconds to 0.03 seconds. There are 3 forms of increase in total. Distance, attack power, and shortened time, Sword Chi vertical and horizontal skill, which increases Sword Chi by 100 times, shortens time, increases attack frequency, and increases attack power. There are 4 abilities, but they do not increase attack distance. The distance was originally 2 meters, but now it is also 2 meters. There are a total of 4 forms of increase. Attack sword energy quantity, attack sword energy frequency, attack sword energy time, and attack power. If the attack distance increases by 100 times, it would be a distance of 200 meters away, terrifying as ever. That's still some kind of melee, it's completely a wizard profession, it's 100 times stronger than a wizard. Jiang Chen continued to walk, hunting monsters. Jiang Chen continued to run along the path. Looking ahead, there are several demonized scarecrows. Jiang Chen ran quickly, and when he was 20 meters away, he quickly drew his sword and a sword burst out, quickly killing the scarecrow. Experience +10, experience +10, experience +10, experience +10. The scarecrow on the entire grassland was killed by Jiang Chen, only to see a figure running back and forth on the grassland. With a flash of sword light, the scarecrow fell to the ground and died. Fortunately, there was no one around. If someone else saw it, they might have seen it in broad daylight. Is this still human? Upgrade by 2 levels. Jiang Chen looked at the panel. Name: Jiang Chen. Occupation: Swordsman. Level 2. Experience 0/200. Constitution 7. Power 6. Spirit 8. Agile 5. Equipment: Short sword, white space. 5. Skills: Basic swordsmanship. Concentrate your entire body's internal strength, shoot a sword light forward, attack the enemy at a distance of 40 meters, concentrate strength for 0.3 seconds, and consume 1 MP. Basic steps. In a short period of time, improve your agility, dodge enemy attacks, last for 500 seconds, and consume 1 MP. Swordsmanship. Condenses 100 sword chi, surrounds it, actively attacks enemies, lasts for 100 minutes, attacks at a frequency of 0.1 seconds, and consumes MP2. Passive skill meditation. Within 0.1 seconds, stand still and slowly restore your mental power, with a recovery value of 1 point. Jiang Chen looked at the information. Added 2 points of physical fitness, 1 point of strength, and 2 points of mental strength, totaling 5 potential points without any additional potential points. Additional potential points can only be obtained by killing elite bosses. However, it is difficult for ordinary professions to gain additional potential points. Jiang Chen continues to hunt monsters. Experience +8. Jiang Chen's sword instantly killed the demonized scarecrow, increasing his experience by 8 points, isn't it 10 points? After leveling up, hunting monsters smaller than oneself will result in a corresponding decrease in experience, which is reduced by 20%. Once the level is higher than level 5, experience points cannot be obtained. The larger the level gap, the higher the experience gap. Jiang Chen continued to move forward, searching for new monsters to kill. I walked a distance. Look at the monsters ahead. Magic Wolf, Level 2. HP 200/200, Physical Attack Power. 15.30, Physical Defense. 5.15 Magic Defense. 3.12 Introduction. Demonized Wolf, an infected creature with very fast speed, be careful of its teeth. The demonized wolf was emitting black energy all over its body, with empty and lifeless eyes. It was gnawing on a corpse on the ground, drenched in blood, and its intestines flowed all over the ground. I don't know which unlucky guy died in the wild. The level 2 demonized wolf has doubled its health and significantly increased its physical attack power compared to the level 1 demonized scarecrow. The most important thing is speed. The demonized wolf is already level 2, much faster than the demonized scarecrow, and the demonized monsters in the wild are relatively strong. Jiang Chen looked around and saw that there were many demonized wolves here. Few people could come to kill them, and beginners couldn't resist the speed of demonized wolves. Jiang Chen took a deep breath and walked towards demonizing the wolf. According to online information, demonizing wolves is extremely dangerous, with a sensing range of within 30 meters. 30 meters is the warning range for demonizing wolves. Jiang Chen walked towards the demonized wolf and stopped 30 meters away. Jiang Chen drew his short sword and a beam of sword light rushed towards the demonized wolf. Prickled 1 sword flash killed. Experience value 15 experience points require 15 demonized wolves to reach 200. Jiang Chen looked at the demonized wolves on the grassland, and there were 15 demonized wolves. The hunting moment begins. Be careful, the front is the territory of the demonized wolves. These demonized wolves are very agile, and once they enter the attack range, it is easy to cause death. Demonizing wolves is extremely dangerous, and one must be careful and cautious. The warning range is 30 meters and one must not enter it. Thank you for the teacher's reminder, we all know. Well, let's go. As long as we don't enter the alert range, there's nothing to do. A small team passes through the realm of demonized wolves. Suddenly stunned. A corpse of a demonized wolf fell to the ground, and the entire grassland was filled with a foul smell. Is this someone hunting demonized wolves? A high-level warrior walked towards the corpse and crouched on the ground, looking at it. He couldn't believe that the body of the demonized wolf had been split in half, clearly killed with a single sword. Is it some big shot who came to hunt down the demonized wolf? End of this chapter. Chapter 7, Is this new student a ghost? You are listening at novelfull.audio. Chapter 7, Is this new student a ghost? Name: Jiang Chen. Occupation: Swordsman. Level 3, Experience 15/400. Constitution 9 Power 7 Spirit 10 Agile 5 Equipment: Short sword, white space. 5 Skills: Basic swordsmanship. Concentrate your entire body's internal strength, shoot a sword light forward, attack the enemy at a distance of 40 meters, concentrate strength for 0.3 seconds, and consume 1 MP. Basic steps: in a short period of time, improve your agility, dodge enemy attacks, last for 500 seconds, and consume 1 MP. Swordsmanship: condenses 100 sword chi, surrounds it, actively attacks enemies, lasts for 100 minutes, attacks at a frequency of 0.1 seconds, and consumes MP2 passive skill meditation. Within 0.1 seconds, stand still and slowly restore your mental power. With a recovery value of 1 point after killing 15 demonized wolves, he has been promoted to level 3. The experience points have started to double again, becoming 400 experience points. We must search for new prey. Jiang Chen arrived at a hill. Demon Mouse Cave. Magic mice are social monsters that hide in caves, often consisting of dozens living together. Unlike demonized wolves, magic mice have much less attack power. Encountering one is okay, encountering a group, then it's really barbecue. Jiang Chen has a system, and the increased sword energy is suitable for hunting and killing social monsters. Jiang Chen looked at the cave ahead and heard the sound of rustling from inside. Jiang Chen knew there was definitely a group of demonized mice inside. Jiang Chen opened up and walked into the cave. As soon as Jiang Chen walked into the cave, he saw more than 10 blood-red eyes staring at him. To show a disdainful expression, good guys, so many demonized mice. Jiang Chen walked into the cave and only then did he see the appearance of the demonized mouse clearly. It was half a meter long, with sharp fangs, and it was staring at Jiang Chen. Demonized mouse, level 3. HP 200/200, physical attack power. 11.30, physical defense. 5.15 magic defense. 3.12 introduction. Demonized mice are not scary. What's scary is a group of them. A level 3 demonized mouse, like a demonized wolf, has a health of 200, but this demonized mouse is even more terrifying than a demonized wolf. They are all social animals, and once attacked, it will inevitably be a group attack. One can still defend, but if there is a group, there is no way to defend. Few people come to kill these demonized mice. Roared. More than 10 demonized mice rushed crazily towards Jiang Chen, like locusts. Jiang Chen sneered inwardly. Seeking death. 100 sword energies surround oneself, and once a demon enters within 2 meters, it will be instantly killed by the sword energy. 100 sword energies spun wildly, and one demonized mouse after another died at Jiang Chen's feet. Experience plus 15, experience plus 15, experience plus 15, experience plus 15. Jiang Chen looked at 20 demonized mice lying at his feet, feeling uneasy. The system was really amazing, and after 100-fold increase, it instantly turned the garbage class into a supernatural class. In just a few seconds, it added 300 points of experience. This upgrade speed is unmatched by anyone. Even if the big family has strong players to protect them through the beginner phase, it is not as fast as Jiang Chen. Jiang Chen breathed a sigh of relief and continued to delve deeper into it. There are more demonized mice inside. Inside the cave. One by one, demonized mice emerged from the cave entrance and charged towards Jiang Chen fearlessly. The sword energy spun rapidly, enveloping Jiang Chen in it. A walking harvester. Roared. Jiang Chen stopped and looked into the depths of the cave. At this moment, a pair of huge red eyeballs emerged from the depths of the cave, growing larger as the eyeballs continued to grow. Jiang Chen finally saw clearly that it was a huge demonized mouse, with a body length of 1 meter, which was twice the size of an ordinary demonized mouse. Demonized mouse boss, level 5. HP 1200/1200, physical attack power. 20.60, physical defense. 20.30, magic defense. 15.20 introduction. The demonized mouse king leads a group of demonized mice. Be careful of their teeth, they are exceptionally sharp. Boss, this is actually a boss. Since it's a boss, it means equipment. Without hesitation, Jiang Chen drew his short sword and charged towards the boss of the demonized rat, leaving a bloodstain on top of the demonized giant rat's head. 1000. Jiang Chen looked surprised. Surprisingly, this demonized mouse has such high defense without a single sword kill. If the attack power is reduced by 100 times, it is 10 damage points. The demonized mouse boss was instantly enraged and rushed towards Jiang Chen like a madman. Jiang Chen drew his sword again, but if it didn't work with one sword, it would only take two. Prickle another sword. Experience plus 45 ding 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 ding. Jiang Chen walked up and looked at the equipment on the ground. Sure enough, there is a treasure. Mouse ring, bronze, requirement level 2, power plus 1, spiritual power plus 2, durability. 10 out of 10, there is a 1% chance that the agility attribute will be triggered. Not bad, just right. Jiang Chen put the ring on his hand. This world's equipment is divided into ordinary, bronze, black iron, silver, diamonds, gold, legends, epics, myths, etc. Ordinary equipment is like a whiteboard. Mythical equipment is the highest. A group of freshmen stood at the entrance of the cave, next to a strong warrior named Wang Lin, who was a beast warrior. Wang Lin introduced. Remember, this kind of cave must not be entered. This is the stronghold of the demonized mice. The demonized mice belong to level 3 monsters, and it is easy for a demonized mouse to deal with them. However, dealing with a group of demonized mice is not that easy. Many people once wanted to enter and hunt, but unfortunately, after they entered, they never came out. Faced with a group of demonized mice, you have no possibility of survival. This is the place where beginners die, and even now I have no confidence in entering it alone. 5 freshmen nodded, looking like chickens pecking at rice. In an instant, the 5 of them were stunned. Watching Jiang Chen come out confidently from inside. The instructor next to him was also stunned. What is the situation? How did this guy come out from inside? Aren't he afraid of being attacked by a group of demonized mice? Jiang Chen completely ignored them and walked straight away. A few people looked at Jiang Chen's figure. Teacher, didn't you say that this is the place where beginners die? How did he come out of it? This person looks like us, and also seems to be a student. Remove it, he's just a student. Didn't you see that he's the same age as us? So why is he okay? The teacher leading the team also looked surprised. Is there no demonized mouse inside? This is a hole. Wang Lin coughed and said, didn't you notice? He came out alone, and it's obvious that his teammates have all died inside. It's very likely that his expression just now, motionless, was clearly excessive sadness. Unfortunately, only one person came out, probably scared out of fear. No wonder this person has no expression, but he is very handsome. What's the use of being handsome? Can it be eaten as a meal? Wang Lindao, let's go to the next practice location, and take you to upgrade as soon as possible to get through the beginner phase. End of this chapter. Chapter 8, Promotion to Level 8, such a terrifying upgrade speed. You are listening at novelfull.audio. Chapter 8, Promotion to Level 8, such a terrifying upgrade speed, name. Jiang Chen, occupation. Swordsman, level 5, experience. 200/3200, constitution. 13, power. 10, spirit. 14, agile. 5, equipment. None, space. 5, skills. Basic swordsmanship. Concentrate your entire body's internal strength, shoot a sword light forward, attack the enemy at a distance of 40 meters, concentrate strength for 0.3 seconds, and consume 1 MP. Basic steps. In a short period of time, improve your agility, dodge enemy attacks, last for 500 seconds, and consume 1 MP. Swordsmanship. Condenses 100 sword chi, surrounds it, actively attacks enemies, lasts for 100 minutes, attacks at a frequency of 0.1 seconds, and consumes MP2 passive skill meditation. Within 0.1 seconds, stand still and slowly restore your mental power, with a recovery value of 1 point. Level 3 requires 800, level 4 requires 1600, level 5 requires 3200. This terrifying value has multiplied several times. Before level 10, it is the beginner's period, during which it is easy to die. After reaching level 10, you can wear a complete set of equipment. Within 7 days, one must upgrade their level as soon as possible in order to enter higher education institutions. Only those who have exceeded level 10 are eligible. Level 10 is just a qualification. It is not easy for ordinary people to advance to level 10 within 7 days. Follow the teacher to fight monsters and upgrade, with guidance from the teacher, but Jiang Chen knows that it is difficult to advance to level 10. It also requires a family background to have this possibility. On the first day of training, it was already level 5, and it had only been over 2 hours. For Jiang Chen, level 10 was very easy. Jiang Chen continues to search for prey and kills them. I've been fighting monsters and upgrading all afternoon. The sky gradually darkened. Jiang Chen rushed to the small town of Tatan's Hills, preparing to hunt monsters again tomorrow. Going out to hunt monsters at night is very dangerous. Along the way, Jiang Chen encountered several waves of new life, all guarded by strong ones. Not bad today. At level 4, it's easy to get through the beginner phase and it's not that difficult. Every level up requires a doubling of experience, and upgrading from level 4 to level 5 requires 1,600 experience points, which is too terrifying. Strive to upgrade to level 6 tomorrow. The warrior next to him smiled and said, "You only have 1,600 experience points now. After reaching level 10, you have crossed the beginner's stage. After reaching level 20, that is tens of thousands of experience points, which is what is called horror." Jiang Chen heard these words. Jiang Chen looked at himself and found that he is only at level 8, requiring 6,400 experience points to advance to level 9. He hopes to reach level 10 tomorrow. Hotel living room. A room. Hello warrior, we need 1,000 yuan. Jiang Chen. Do I remember not being 300? Hello, warrior, the price has increased now. The evil capitalism. Jiang Chen had no choice but to take out his mobile phone for payment. It was impossible to sleep outside, and the next day he was not feeling well. How could he improve his experience? Hey, little one, I didn't expect you to be still here. Jiang Chen turned his head. This was Sister Yurong during the day, who even invited Jiang Chen to form a team during the day, but Jiang Chen did not agree. If there is a level difference of 5, you will not receive any experience. A few people looked at Jiang Chen. Sure, I didn't expect you to be still alive. You won't be here all the time, haven't you gone out to hunt monsters? Handsome guy, our captain has taken a liking to you. Are you available tonight? Our captain wants to talk to you about life. Murong Yi turned around and angrily rebuked, "You guys, go as far as you go." A few people laughed heartily and turned around to leave. Murong Yi was extremely angry. These damn guys know they're talking nonsense here. Murong Yi extended her right hand and smiled, "Hello classmate, my name is Murong Yi. Jiang Chen." Jiang Chen, this name sounds good. What level is it? Level 8. Murong Yi nodded and said, "Level 8, what? Level 8. Are you currently level 8? Murong Yi was shocked. How did this kid upgrade? He only reached level 8 on the first day. On the first day, Murong Yi only reached level 6, and it was under the protection of a strong person that she was able to level up so quickly. On average, 1 day's time can only reach level 4. How could it be possible to reach level 8 in a day? And he is also a swordsman with a D.level rating. Murong Yi smiled in her heart. No wonder this kid dares to break into this place alone. He must not be a swordsman, it is very likely to be an SS-level hidden profession. Only SS-level hidden professions can level up so quickly. Moroni smiled and said, "You're not a swordsman. How could a swordsman level up so quickly? Tell sister, what profession are you?" "Don't worry, sister won't tell anyone. I am truly a swordsman." "Who are you fooling? Unless you open the badge and let me see." Jiang Chen changed his tone and said, "What profession are you?" Moroni looked at Jiang Chen with a mysterious smile and said, "Little guy, you're quite cautious." Jiang Chen looked embarrassed. Opening the badge allows others to see their profession, but Jiang Chen doesn't want to open the badge for others to see. D-level swordsman, promoted to level 8, who would believe it if you speak out? Moroni was not angry and said, "It's good to be cautious. We not only have to face monsters from outside, but also enemies around us. You did a good job of that. A team that often goes out to fight monsters together, sometimes facing one or two dropped equipment, friends are no longer friends." Jiang Chen nodded, he knew this. "I used to be a game enthusiast, and if I played valuable equipment, it would often be a river of blood. It used to be in the game, but now the game has become a reality." Moroni asked, "Are there any programs tonight?" "Program? Do you really want to talk about life? How about drinking coffee and watching movies first, and then chatting or something else?" Moroni looked at Jiang Chen with her head down and couldn't help but say, "What are you thinking?" "Sister, take you out for a walk. There are good things around, especially for beginners. Buying one or two newbie equipment can improve your strength. I have free time in the evening. Okay, let's meet here at 8 p.m. and I'll take you for a walk." "Thank you. You don't need to be so polite. Like my niece, you are also a novice graduate, but she hasn't experienced it here." Inside the room, Jiang Chen had a hasty meal and met Moroni in the hotel living room. Jiang Chen asked, "Where are your teammates?" "They went to the tavern for a drink. For the brave, no one knows what the outcome will be tomorrow, whether it's life or death, so enjoy it to the fullest." After Moroni finished speaking, a hint of desolation appeared on her face. Braves are professionals, wandering on the brink of life and death to enhance their strength. The two are walking on the street. Moroni is still carrying a bow and arrow, dressed in white clothes. Jiang Chen looked at Moroni carefully, only then did he see clearly that her ears were sharp, her nose was high and straight, and her light blue eyes. Jiang Chen asked, "Are you an elf archer?" I looked very carefully, I am indeed an elf archer. Has it already turned around? After reaching level 50, a professional will take a turn, and only warriors who have undergone a turn can continue to level up. One turn is equivalent to complete professionalization. End of this chapter. Chapter 9, Promotion to Level 9. You are listening at novelfull.audio. Chapter 9, Promotion to Level 9. Jiang Chen is now a swordsman, and after reaching level 50, he will also perform a turn. At that time, you will face two choices. First, Beast Swordsman. Secondly, the Human Swordsman. Beast Swordsmen hold double swords, wear armor, and have strong attack power. Unlike human swordsmen, they hold swords with one hand and rely on speed to confront enemies. Archers do the same. After reaching level 50, archers also face two choices. Elf archers and human archers. Most archers will choose the direction of becoming a Pokémon archer, which will improve agility and hit rate. More importantly, choosing the elf archer will change your appearance, with light blue eyes, a tall nose bridge, and pointed ears. Both women and men will become handsome. The two are walking on the street. There are things being sold around, all of which are equipment dropped by monsters, as well as some life support professions that make equipment to support their families. Magician exclusive equipment can be worn at level 0 for only 3,000 yuan. Warrior exclusive equipment can be worn at level 2. Don't miss it when passing by. Selling top-notch equipment for only 30,000 yuan is worth owning for beginners. Murong Yi smiled and said, these are all scams for beginners. Don't buy those things. You're a swordsman, I'll take you to find a good weapon. Thank you, Sister Murong. Let's go, handsome guy. Unfortunately, if you're an archer, you'll choose the elf archer in the future. I don't know how handsome it is. Amount, inside the tavern. As soon as Jiang Chen entered, he saw many brave warriors. These brave warriors will come back to the tavern to drink after their daytime training. They will sit together in pairs and discuss what monsters they have encountered today, what women they have encountered today, and what equipment they have released today. It feels a bit like an alternative world to Jiang Chen. Murong Yi sat in front of the bar, a glass of Bloody Mary. The tavern owner walked over and glanced at Jiang Chen, saying, oh, you're lucky. Where did you turn this handsome guy from? He's so handsome. On the side, this is my friend. The tavern owner prepared a glass of wine and placed it next to Murong Yi. He whispered to Jiang Chen, let me tell you a secret for free. The elf's physical fitness is very good. Jiang Chen looked embarrassed. Is this related to me? Murong Yi said impatiently, get out of here, what nonsense. Don't teach the child bad, he's my friend. I remember you had a thin sword, take it out quickly. What sword? Don't pretend to be confused with me. Aren't you a swordsman? If you're running a tavern now, why don't you give the treasure to my little friend? Please, friends are just friends. Why add a small character? I know you're not well-intentioned. Hurry up and take it out, it's really ink stains, Murong Yi said impatiently as she drank the wine. Wait. Jiang Chen was puzzled and said, is he a swordsman? I used to be a swordsman, but later became a boss in this small town, so I no longer use swords. He has a treasure that suits you quite well. Murong Yi looked at the short sword in Jiang Chen's hand and asked, this short sword was given to you by the school, isn't it? It's all junk. Jiang Chen nodded. Short sword, physical attack. 0.1, magic attack. 0.1, durability. 10/10, garbage equipment, garbage attributes. The tavern owner walked over with a long sword and placed it on the table. Exquisite long sword, black iron, physical attacks. 2.5 magic attack. 4.8 durability. 10 out of 10, there is a certain chance to trigger agility attributes and improve agility. Jiang Chen was stunned, it turned out to be a black iron level equipment. And it's also a long sword. Although there was no prompt, Jiang Chen knew that this was a long sword, only swordsmen used the long sword, and as for warriors, they used large swords, axes, and even wolf-toothed sticks. Murong Yi Dao, take it, you are a swordsman. This sword is quite suitable for you to use. When you pass the beginner's period, you can return it to the tavern owner. Thank you. Don't be so polite. Would you like a glass of wine? He is still a student now and doesn't need to drink alcohol. Just experience it slowly, it's my treat. Then I'll have a Bloody Mary too. Murong Yi looked at Jiang Chen and said, this wine is very spicy, I'm afraid you're not used to it. You underestimate me. How spicy can the wine be? I have tasted erguotu before. Is there any more spicy wine than erguotu? The tavern owner smiled and said, wait. Quickly, the wine was mixed and placed in front of Jiang Chen. Upon smelling the taste, Jiang Chen looked puzzled and said, is there a bloody smell? Of course, why not call it Bloody Mary? It's just like his name, with a bloody smell, and you'll gradually get used to it in the future. Jiang Chen looked at the red Bloody Mary, studied for a moment, and drank it all in one gulp. A flame spread from the throat to the lower abdomen, causing a burning sensation in the stomach and a burning pain in the body. A bloody smell rushed to the throat. The tavern owner looked surprised and said, you are truly a swordsman. Why are you in such a hurry? You need to savor the taste slowly. Jiang Chen exhaled a breath. The tavern owner smiled and said, "In the future, you will understand that life is all about enjoyment. You can get drunk every day." Jiang Chen felt that the owner of this tavern was a person with a story. The next morning, Jiang Chen woke up, washed himself up, and went out with a long sword. Name: Jiang Chen. Occupation: Swordsman. Level 8. Experience: 100/6400. Constitution: 19. Power: 13. Spirit: 20. Agile. 5. Equipment: exquisite long sword, black iron, mouse ring, bronze, space. 5. Skills: basic swordsmanship. Concentrate your entire body's internal strength, shoot a sword light forward, attack the enemy at a distance of 40 meters, concentrate strength for 0.3 seconds, and consume 1 MP. Basic steps: in a short period of time, improve your agility, dodge enemy attacks, last for 500 seconds, and consume 1 MP. Swordsmanship: condenses 100 sword chi, surrounds it, actively attacks enemies, lasts for 100 minutes, attacks at a frequency of 0.1 seconds, and consumes MP2. Passive skill meditation: within 0.1 seconds, stand still and slowly restore your mental power, with a recovery value of 1 point. Continue hunting monsters. Magic Black Bear. Level 8, HP, 3200/3200, Physical Attack Power. 20.50, Physical Defense. 40.50, Magic Defense. 40.50, Introduction. A powerful black bear, don't provoke it. Jiang Chen frowned tightly. This black bear is 2 meters tall, a demonized black bear with a black body, hollow and lifeless eyes, and a sturdy and majestic physique. 3,200 HP. Undoubtedly a black bear, with such thick blood. Jiang Chen rushed forward and quickly struck the black bear with a sword's edge. Sword chi kills the black bear in seconds from a distance of 40 meters. Experience plus 80. Not bad, this experience is very high. A typical level 8 monster only has 70 experience points, while a black bear increases by 80 points, which is 10 points higher than other enchanted creatures. Continue searching for prey. Killed all the demonized black bears in the black bear territory, taking 2 hours to reach level 9. End of this chapter. Chapter 10, Hidden Tasks. You are listening at novelfull.audio. Chapter 10, Hidden Tasks. A demonized giant mouse appeared in Jiang Chen's field of vision. Magic Giant Mouse. Level 10, HP, 3000/3000, Physical Attack Power. 20.40, Physical Defense. 30.40, Magic Defense. 20.30, Extremely Dangerous Cave, with giant rats inside like locusts, countless, they seem to be guarding something. Jiang Chen looked at the introduction. What does it mean? Is this a covert mission? Killing monsters in the wilderness not only allows you to obtain equipment, but also opens up some hidden tasks, which usually reward equipment, materials, and gems. Even skill books may drop. These tasks are often obtained randomly, and it is possible to kill a monster to start the task, or it is possible to discover a secret realm and start the task. In short, there are infinite possibilities in the wild. Jiang Chen looked at this demonized giant mouse, lost in thought, and looked at the introduction. The extremely dangerous cave was likely the giant mouse coming out to find something to eat. And this task seems to be related to the cave. Jiang Chen looked around and saw that there were hills all around. Who knows where the cave is? Jiang Chen originally intended to kill this demonized giant mouse, but after reading the introduction, he gave up in an instant and prepared to follow this demonized giant mouse back to the cave, perhaps to start a hidden mission. Jiang Chen did not take action, which was the right choice. This giant mouse delayed for about an hour and began to take action, heading towards its own nest. Jiang Chen closely followed behind, passing through 2 hills. The giant mouse returned to its lair. Jiang Chen looked at the huge cave, and it was obvious that it was the lair of the giant mouse, which contained many such demonized creatures. According to the introduction, killing the boss here is likely to activate hidden missions. And hidden tasks herald opportunities. Jiang Chen rubbed his hands and stepped into the depths of the cave. At this moment, Jiang Chen activated the sword energy vertical and horizontal mode, with 100 sword energies spinning around him. Once a giant mouse attacked, he immediately killed it. Jiang Chen entered the depths of the cave, surrounded by dense forks that made him dumbfounded. That's too much, isn't it? At this moment, countless giant mice poked their heads out and looked at Jiang Chen, who had barged in. These giant rats were a full meter long, with red bodies and bright red eyes, unlike other demonized creatures. Jiang Chen stopped in his tracks. Grasp the hilt with your right hand and slay it casually. Prickled, a sword light split a demonized giant rat in half, and the rat was killed before it could even make a scream. Experience plus 80. The bloody smell immediately aroused the hostility of the giant mouse. The giant mouse frantically rushed towards Jiang Chen, causing the entire cave to shake as if it was about to collapse. Like locusts, they all rushed towards Jiang Chen. Jiang Chen used another sword to kill a demonized giant mouse. There were too many of them, and Jiang Chen couldn't kill them all. Fortunately, there was a strong sword energy, and he was killed by the sword energy 2 meters away from Jiang Chen. Corpses fell to the ground one by one. The entire cave is flowing with blood. Experience plus 80. Experience plus 80. Experience plus 80. Experience plus 80. At this moment, Jiang Chen smiled, I am invincible. There were 50 corpses of giant mice piled up in front of me, like a small mountain, piled together. Added several thousand experience points. Add a few more heads and directly upgrade to level 10, crossing the beginner stage. After passing the beginner's stage, you can wear sets of equipment such as helmets, armor, belts, bracelets, rings, and boots. These equipment are just valuable. Ordinary people can't afford it at all. With the prompt, Jiang Chen was promoted to level 10. Name: Jiang Chen. Occupation: Swordsman. Level 10. Experience 0/10,000. Constitution 23. Power 15. Spirit 24. Agile 6. Equipment: Exquisite long sword, black iron, mouse ring, bronze, space. 6. Skills: Basic swordsmanship. Concentrate your entire body's internal strength, shoot a sword light forward, attack the enemy at a distance of 40 meters, concentrate strength for 0.3 seconds, and consume 1 MP. Basic steps: In a short period of time, improve your agility, dodge enemy attacks, last for 500 seconds, and consume 1 MP. Swordsmanship: Condenses 100 sword chi, surrounds it, actively attacks enemies, lasts for 100 minutes, attacks at a frequency of 0.1 seconds, and consumes MP2. Passive skill meditation. Within 0.1 seconds, stand still and slowly restore your mental power, with a recovery value of 1 point. Experience has also become 10,000 experience points. Jiang Chen looked at the demonized giant mice on the ground, took a deep breath, and once again activated the sword energy crisscrossing state, although the mice around him had already died. If a demonized giant mouse suddenly emerges from any cave, Jiang Chen will not be a match. After Jiang Chen is promoted to level 10, he still doesn't have a complete set of equipment. A maximum of 3 bites can kill Jiang Chen. Even a single bite, Jiang Chen couldn't bear it. There was no priest behind him, so he couldn't heal and regain health, and it could even cause bleeding and death. That's why wet nurses are so popular. With a priest behind you, as long as you don't die, you can obtain the priest's healing technique. Even if the wound is torn and bleeding, you can quickly recover. Jiang Chen did not feel excited after being promoted to level 10. Be even more cautious and cautious at this moment. Jiang Chen looked around at the surrounding caves, and the entire cave was filled with caves of all sizes. These demonized giant mice were hidden inside the cave. There is a huge cave right in front of Jiang Chen. Jiang Chen could vaguely see some lights. Jiang Chen lifted his right foot and walked towards the cave. Passing through the cave, there is a basketball court-sized field. In the center of the field, there is a gray altar with two demonized mice holding weapons standing next to them, as well as a boss. This demonized giant mouse boss, standing 2 meters tall, held a long sword and watched as Jiang Chen arrived, opening his eyes. Blood-colored eyes, exuding infinite strangeness. Demonized giant mouse guard, level. Level 10, HP, 3200/3200, physical attack power. 20.40, physical defense. 40.50, magic defense. 30.40, introduction, they guard the altar and do not allow anyone to approach. Demonized giant mouse boss, elite level. Level 12, HP, 4800/4800, physical attack power. 20.40, magic attack. 50.60, physical defense. 70.70, magic defense. 50.50, introduction. Guardian of the Underworld Altar, his power is extremely powerful. Jiang Chen looked surprised. A boss who can use magic. And it's also an elite level boss. Jiang Chen discovered them, and at the same time, the guards also noticed Jiang Chen. The two demonized giant mouse guards quickly ran towards Jiang Chen. Their running speed is fast, no less than that of giant mice. And their running posture was like running with both feet, arms in both hands, and Jiang Chen quickly drew his sword with a flash of light. The demonized giant mouse guard had already fallen to the ground and died before he could scream. One sword flash killed another demonized giant mouse rushed over, and Jiang Chen drew his sword again, but this time he was not so lucky. The demonized giant mouse let out a scream. 2001 sword didn't die. End of this chapter.